in the new academic year after a month, because that is the time when we already know our children little bit, and also it is important for us to know little more about them. It takes around 10 days. Sometimes it may also take little less days. It depends on that how many home visits are we doing in a day. Like in a day we schedule around 3 to maximum 4 home visits, and during the weekends we start right in the morning 9 o'clock and end till we do till 6, where we cover around 7 to 8 home visits. Yeah. During the weekdays, we go after school, that is 3 onwards, 3 o'clock onwards, and we schedule it till 6 or 7. Yeah, and during the weekends, we use the both working and non-working Saturdays and the Sundays, where we start the home visit usually by 9 and then end up by 6 or 7. I clearly remember that in the first year of Riverside, I had I told my husband that this is a very important process, and how does it help us as teachers to know how important it is for us to know the children. So when after explaining their relevance, I think it became an ease for him to understand that this is an important process and this is something we are doing which is important for the children. But yes, sometimes it becomes difficult for the other teachers. I remember one of my colleague who had an issue to stay out of home after 6. So we make an adjustment. We do understand the problem of the teachers. So we schedule in a manner that they complete the home visit before 6. And she used to manage the time during the weekends. We plan the route area wise. Okay, we ensure that we cover maximum children who is staying in the same area on the same day. Sometimes we take the help of admin for the locations if we are unfamiliar about the locations, the areas. We also sit and get guideline from the previous grade teacher who had already planned the route last year. So we get even their guideline and accordingly we plan. First of all, we send an email as a whole class to the entire parent group about the home visit, the timings, the dates and the purpose of home visit. Yeah. Then secondly, we send individual note in the diary, in individual child's diary, to make them sure that this is the day that we are going to come and the timings are these. Okay. Last, finally, when we are about to like when we go, a day prior we just send a WhatsApp message or a reminder in the diary. If the parent don't have WhatsApp, a reminder in the diary that tomorrow is our home visit, so see you tomorrow. First 5 minutes with a smile, greeting the parents, knowing about the parents, sharing about how the child has settled, and to share the relevance of home visit. After that, we start our conversation by asking, how do you find your child being in our school, or what is your experience, and then gradually we share our anecdotes with the parents. The most important is the punctuality. You have to be very punctual. Second, we should know the name of the parents and little bit of their backgrounds. Third, the preparedness of the teacher, where we are ready with all the anecdotal moments. When we share with the parent about their anecdotes, we need to be very specific. The parent should feel, wow, my teacher knows better than me about my child. So anecdotes matters a lot. Actually, a lot of you might wonder, you know, why do we stretch the working hours? If you ask me, these hours are not overtime. These are the opportunities for me to learn. Yeah, and it has been during the over the year it has been compensated by the bonus, the retreats, the workshops, learning opportunities, and I personally feel, you know, this is an opportunity for me to grow. So I have grown over the years, you know, due to all these opportunities. So I feel, and you know, also to know the child, have the love with the relationship with the child, this matters a lot. All these matters a lot.